Oh, we just started going live. Nobody's going to see it just yet, but I want to know the things. Vinny, hold on.
See it later.
Vinny, oh, let me go back. Where am I at? Let me find me. I found me. Holy crap, my face is jacked. I hadn't even seen myself yet. Holy. Dang. I got beat up. Vinny is, man, my face is messed up. Vinny is imparting lots of knowledge on us this morning. Okay, tell us all the knowledge.
Unnamed people have stated that Glocks...
Unnamed. But what is this person's unnamed profession?
He's a consultant, advisor, analyst dude for rocket pods that go on military aircraft.
Okay, so
he's a smart dude.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. But he hates Glocks. Hates them.
Because?
Instead, he had a very good reason why, I think, is that if you put the magazine flat on the ground, flat on something flat, so it's flat on flat.
But are you sure that it's flat, Vincent?
It's as flat as it can get.
Okay, let's see.
But the problem is, when that's flat, the barrel and the sights are no longer flat.
It's not parallel to the ground.
It's not parallel anymore. It's angled up, so you cannot shoot this gun straight because it's not flat.
It's an impossibility.
It's how it works.
But why do people shoot low left? Now I'm confused.
But he didn't explain that. He just said that because this is flat and flat, that since that's pointing up, the angle makes it to where you can't shoot Glock straight. It just doesn't work. So that's why he hates Glocks.
They're overcompensating for the lift.
Yeah.
They're aiming low.
That's why he hates it.
Yes.
Can I ask a gigantic favor of you?
Of course.
I forgot my freaking coffee cup. Can you go grab my coffee cup? How am I supposed to do morning coffee
I mean, it's valid.
without my coffee cup? Hold on, Vinny. Why'd you go run away? Vinny just ran somewhere, which is unusual. Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. I got to wait.
I got bad news.
Hold on.
I got bad news for everyone. I got bad news. The 1911 is perfectly flat. It's angled up. You can't shoot that straight either.
Dang it. Okay, hold on. What about staccatos? We got to check the staccatos. Maybe staccato got it right. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see.
See if they got it.
Let's see if they got it right.
Got some extendos.
Let's just see. Did staccato get it right? Oh my goodness.
Look at that degree of offness.
Holy smackerels.
That's degree of offness.
Well, I'm sorry for anybody that bought a staccato.
You can't shoot straight.
You're never going to be accurate with it.
Look at that angle.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's
Terrible.
The angle of the dangle is off.
So that means you're always going to shoot high center. That's what that means.
Yes.
High center is what that means.
So you aim low.
That makes sense.
If
Maybe.
you aim low, it will counteract it.
That's right.
Gravity is.
We have
The
just
curve
solved
of the earth.
solved the
That's
world's...
what it's for. It's for the curve of the earth.
That's...
Why it's angled up.
But wait, I thought the earth was flat.
Oh my goodness.
The internet's going to hate us.
Today's the best day.
Today's the best day.
Phil actually got punched in the face.
I did get punched in the face.
Blocks are not accurate.
Oh my goodness. The earth is flat. Glocks don't shoot flat.
Straight.
Staccatos extra don't shoot straight.
Oh, shoot.
Good morning, by the way. Holy moly. I don't even know what the heck's going on anymore. I got a fat lip. My face is all jacked up. It's a good way to start the day.
I'm slightly jealous.
Good morning. It is amazing how good that makes me feel to go just get gassed this morning. It was great.
You started the day by saving your life. Fighting for your life.
Just something like that, sort of. So, do you know what I labeled this video?
I don't know.
I did. I asked her, I said, what do you want to talk about? She said, I don't know. So that's what I typed in there, is I don't know. That's what we're talking about. Apparently we're talking about flat earth, curved earth, Glocks, and staccatos aimed up in the air.
Grip angle.
Grip angle. It's not really grip angle, because grip angle doesn't matter, because the grip angle could be crazy. But as long as the magazine had an opposite
flat,
angle, so that the muzzle could be perfectly flat. Then you could shoot.
It explains
We
everything.
could fix it. We can fix. Oh,
We can fix the clock.
we can fix everybody's shooting problems with base pads.
Oh,
All we gotta do is get
get a bunch of those.
get base
Darren
pads that
Technical
have a
ones.
different angle, an opposite angle of the grip.
Duh.
And then it'll shit flat. It'll shit flat.
My favorite is somebody that just joined and they're like, what the hell is going on?
Going on. You're gonna have to go back to the beginning and watch. When this is over, you
gotta.
gotta go back to the beginning and watch.
Totally worth it.
Miss Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning.
So, what are we talking about?
I don't know. I don't.
Freaking
Oh.
jiu-jitsu on Friday.
I know.
Tomorrow night. Friday night, not tomorrow night.
Are you okay? I thought you just gave me permission to go to jiu-jitsu on Friday during lunch. What?
I mean, I don't care. What else are you doing? You teaching something?
I don't know.
Probably.
Probably.
So Friday night, 7 to 9, right?
Yep.
Wait,
Yes.
7 to 9.
7 to 9.
7 to 9 on Friday. Ladies only.
Self-defense
Punched on the
workshop.
face. I got it today. I got freaking jacked.
Gotta get the other side.
I know. Somebody's got to get me over here. I don't even know what
At
we're
Gracie.
doing. Gracie, Baja, down the street from us here. $25, 2 hours. It's a great time. Johnny just told me this morning he won't be there, but Professor will be there teaching.
Oh,
Some of the other girls from the gym are coming out and to help out and stuff. So,
awesome. Well,
Coach has something else
coming.
come up, but Professor Dave's awesome. He's not as funny as Johnny is, but and Johnny also thinks he's funnier than he is, but that's okay. He's still a funny dude. I love them both. They're awesome.
They are.
So, ladies, if you can come out, if you can't share the Facebook event that we've got for it. We've got a fair amount of people signed up, but not as much as I want because there's never enough. So
Last time we had like 20 something, almost 30.
yeah, we had like I think 26, 28
That's
ladies show up, which is
freaking awesome. Yeah.
awesome. It was packed in there, which is cool.
Yeah.
Did you see that? She says she got the link to work.
Awesome. That makes me super happy.
So the women's group has a name. What's the name?
I haven't officially put it out there yet. I said.
I thought you sent an email.
I mean, I did, but I haven't explained anything.
My fat lip feels really funny.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
It's not even there. It's over there.
It's right here.
Then what's
It
on
feels
your
like-
bottom lip?
I don't know. Is that fat too?
Right there it is on that side.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can feel that right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that was from when you were getting your face crushed.
Yep.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Nice.
It's good times. So can you not say? Why can't you say?
Oh, I'll say it's Lady Sentinel.
Lady Sentinel. I love it. It's awesome. Lots of
There's
arguments
me.
that went into deciding the name.
It's been a long process, but we want it to be perfect, and there's a lot of stuff behind it, and I will put something out that makes more sense to explain all the intricacies behind it. I also good idea. Knock your
Knock
coffee
my
out of your
coffee
hand.
out of my hand.
But we have, I'll just stand by for that. I will go into more detail later when I'm
Prepared.
ready to talk about it. Because I want to get through the logo and everything, and the logo will be part of it.
The
and
logo's so close. And it's freaking
yeah.
cool.
It's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome.
I want the whole thing there before I go through the meeting and stuff.
So we got the first dates announced. All of your ladies have the dates, right?
Yep.
So we're offering that up to the members to get signed up first to take seats. We are going to have limited numbers of seats in each event. Some maybe more than others, just depends. And we will have. Who's that? Oh, it's
Airmark.
Airmark. Okay, I thought that was one of our people. I don't know who that dude is. Squirrel. If you're not a member of the Lady Sentinel group, you can come out to one meeting and just to check it out for free. After that, if you want to come back, it's just $50 for a year. It's going to be a super awesome group. I'm excited to get the first meeting going and hear how everything goes and what everybody loves about it.
Heck yeah.
Can't wait.
I'm excited.
When is the first one? Do you know off the top of your head?
13th, May 13th, I think.
May 13th.
It's a Monday. Yeah, we kind of got them spread out into different days and times. Yeah, the first one's May 13th, 2 to 4. So we'll try to space them out different days, different times to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to come to them. So it'll be good. I could talk about my experience in Washington.
Do it. I mean, if you want to.
I kind of do. Okay.
How much? Well, yeah, you got time.
It's not gonna take me that long.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
I want to go take a nap over here. Corner.
Hi, Workman. What do you mean you're actually here today? You're here like on the live, or you're coming into to work today? Anyway, okay, so I'll tell a story that happened to me and my family when I was in Washington State this past week on vacation. So, Workman's here on the live. Look,
Great.
he's here.
I don't care about Workman.
You should.
Hi, Workman.
Welcome,
You
Workman.
can go away now.
Okay, so me and my family were in Washington State, and I don't remember what town it was, but we had just left the beach over on Ocean Shores, and we were headed to the airport, and we were going to stop somewhere and get something to eat. The town that we were driving through was, I don't know how to compare it. I don't know. I wouldn't say rough, but it wasn't, primary or anything. And as we're driving, we see this guy walking out on the side of the road. He looked pretty homeless. He had a big backpack full of blankets, and he was very red-skinned. His skin was very red, like someone colored with him with a crayon. And so we were kind of talking about that, and he was out in the sun and explaining to our 5-year-old like why he was so red and just being out in the sun and all that sort of thing. So, hello, Benny.
Fancy meeting you here.
So anyway, we see this guy. He got our attention. We talked about him for a second, and then we kept going. A few blocks later, we stopped at a restaurant, and we parked in the parking lot. We were getting out of the car, and I was kind of looking around a little bit, doing my normal scan and all that. And as the family's getting out, I made a comment. It's like, this might be a little rough. And my dad, he said, why is this a rough spot? And so I said, well, the cars in the parking lot are pretty worn down, rusty, and just kind of junky cars. A lot of the people that were in the surrounding areas getting out of their cars, walking into the building were, I wouldn't say homeless looking, but a little disheveled, and then I smelled weed, very, very strong. It was like I was in the middle of someone hotboxing a car or something. So much so that I had to explain to my 13-year-old about it. It's like, that was awkward. Anyway, so we go inside and we go sit down, and people had used the restroom or whatever. So it's just me and my 2 boys sitting there. I have a 13-year-old and a 5-year-old. And so we're sitting at this circular booth, and I noticed that homeless guy that we passed walked into the building. And he was up at the front talking to the hostess, and I could hear his voice. It was louder than everybody else's, but I couldn't hear what he was saying or anything like that. I could just hear him talking with the hostess. I had already seen him, so to me, he was a homeless person. So I had already kind of labeled him as that. And my dad comes back to sit at the table, and he said, what's going on? And my husband came back in the meantime, and I had told him, I said, hey, just keep your eye on that guy across the room. I just had a bad feeling. I was already feeling adrenaline. Like, my heart was already starting to race a little bit, and I was very focused on him. And so anyway, I told my husband to keep his eye on him, just like, hey, we're just going to watch this guy, see if anything comes about. And then my dad asked, like, well, what's going on? And so we explained it to him, and he's like, oh, I've dealt with guys like him before. It'll be fine, and yada, yada. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I don't want a chest bumping situation. Like, let's not. So, anyway, so we're sitting there talking, and the waitress comes, I'm sorry, we back up about 10 seconds. right before the waitress comes up, I could hear this guy talking to the hostess some more, and he's getting louder, and you can tell there's an aggressive tone in his voice. So now I'm definitely on high alert, paying attention to him. And the waitress comes over, and she's standing in front of our booth. She's asking to take our order. My husband asked the waitress, he said, "Hey, is this guy a regular? You know, what's the deal with him?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You know, he's never been here before." If it was a regular, I'd be less cautious about it. But he's not a regular, so he was new to them, and he was, you know, getting verbally aggressive, yada yada. She said that she told him that he needed to be courteous because there's kids around and blah blah blah, but they weren't asking him to leave just yet. And so I was just kind of sitting there like, I don't know. I was trying to make a decision on whether I wanted to stay or go, and she wanted to take her order, and I'm like, I couldn't think of what I wanted. Like, I was not ready. Anyway, so she's waiting for us, and then the guy walks up and puts himself in between. Yeah, exactly. So we're talking to the waitress. My husband and my 5-year-old are just to the left of me, and the waitress was just in front of the table. And when the guy came up, we'll just call him the red man. The red man came up. He inserted himself between my husband and the waitress. I mean, like very close. I could reach out and touch his elbow without extending my arm all the way. Thanks for.
I don't know why, but I think you're gonna say boop him on the butt.
No.
Boop him on the butt.
Boop him on the elbow, maybe. Anyway, so he comes up and he tried to hand the waitress $20. Homeless guy. Hey, here's $20 for, I don't remember what he said, for your troubles, or here, just take this $20. And he was like shoving it in her face. And like I said, he was very close. And when he was reaching out to her, I had noticed in his waistband that there was something in his waistband. I couldn't tell what it was, but there was obviously something stuck in his waistband right over by his right pocket. And I'm in Washington. I don't have any tools on me whatsoever. I probably should have stopped somewhere and grabbed some pepper spray or something. I would have felt a lot better. But anyway, so he reached over, saw whatever tool was in his waistband. He ended up walking away after that, and I said, "No, we're not ordering." So we just need to go. So we were leaving, and we had to pass by him once again. Workman, why are you such a jerk? We had to pass by him again, which didn't give me the warm and fuzzy, or I could have just bolted out the alarm door, but I decided against that. It was like, it wasn't an alarm just yet. So we left out the front door, and sure enough, the guy followed us out to the parking lot. He didn't engage with us at all, luckily, but we went and got in the car, and the kids were like, "Why? What's wrong? What's going on?" My oldest was actually very aware of everything, and he was cool with it, but my 5-year-old was very inquisitive, and so was my dad, so we had to explain this. But it's like, let's just get in the car and go. And so we got in the car, and as we were driving away, that guy's standing right there, like, staring at us, but he had his right hand, like, in his pocket, holding up his pants, and I don't know. I'm going to make an assumption he was holding on to whatever tool was in his belt line, but there's all kinds of that was it. The end of the story. Nothing happened, luckily. But it was just one of those situations where you can think about all the pre-incident indicators that led up to an encounter that didn't happen, luckily. But I feel like we made a good choice in leaving. That's
the best kind of encounter.
Yeah, right?
Exactly. If you can pay attention and start to add 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, where if you're not paying attention, you don't ever have that opportunity. You don't get to make the decision. All of a sudden, you maybe notice one thing because he gets a little loud with somebody, and you're like, okay, well, he's just goofing around with them or something. And
yeah.
You just dismiss it because you haven't had these other things to add into it. So I think that's good. And I think it's a huge part of what we talk about of paying attention, right? That's not being paranoid. That's just paying attention to the world around you and adding up anomalies.
Yeah.
Anomalies are going to happen. There's going to be weird stuff. There's going to be oddball people that do oddball things, and that's totally okay. It's not a big deal at all. It's when you have a bunch of little things that start adding up that you need to be able to pay attention to see them and recognize them.
He was in an altered state of mind. I don't think I mentioned that, but he was either drunk or Nick thought he was drunk, so maybe he smelled it on him or not or something, but he was definitely not like talking coherently. He was slurring. He was not acting like a sober person was, whether it was a mental state or whether it was some sort of drug or alcohol. I don't know. And people like that are unpredictable. And I had my whole family with me. And
it's not
even
worth dinner or lunch or whatever it was for you guys.
Absolutely not.
Just, no.
And even if I had my tools on me, I would have left, like 100%, because the last thing that I want to do is have to use my tools. Yes. And so I know that I made it clear that I didn't have any tools on me, but that was not because I would have stayed there because I had tools. Like that. In fact, I probably would have left a lot sooner if I had tools, because it's just such a bigger ordeal. So I just avoided it. And that rush of adrenaline that I felt and all those little things that I picked up on, that was my subconscious talking to me, giving me that gut feeling that something was wrong. But because I have trained myself to pay attention to those little things, I could say, okay, my subconscious is telling me something. What is it?
Yep.
And I can make sense of it. It's about making sense of your world. That's what situational awareness is. It's not just looking around and paying attention. It's actually making sense of your environment, establishing a good baseline, and then making good decisions based off of the sense making that you were doing in your world. And if you don't understand what you're seeing or what is triggering that response, you're not going to be able to act with any sort of mental clarity. That adrenaline rush, I felt it. I felt it from the moment he walked in the door. I was aware of it, but I could use my brain still because I've trained to do it. I've thought about it. I've had mental preparation, and I've already articulated to my family, like these things, if we say go, let's go. And my 5-year-old asked questions, but I was really happy to see that, my husband didn't want a chest bump with the guy. Me and my dad hanging out is a fairly new thing, so this was kind of a new situation for him and I, but we talked about it afterwards, and, when we all got in the car, my 5-year-old had all kinds of questions and everything, and, we talked about it a little bit, but that adrenaline rush, when we got in the truck and we left, I cried and cried. And there was no emotion behind it. It wasn't like I was sad or happy or anything like that. There was literal just tears coming down my face. And I mean, we see it with new shooters all the time when they shoot a gun for the first time and they get that dose of adrenaline. Yeah. It's just like, they're like, I don't know what's wrong.
I don't understand. Why am I crying?
It's just
because
adrenaline.
it's soft. It's just okay. It's not a big deal. And that's very true. We see that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm crying. That's okay. You don't have to know why.
It's okay.
Let's keep going.
But my body wouldn't have triggered that adrenaline response if it wasn't trying to save me. Your intention or your intuition always has your best intention. Like it's always trying to save you. But there's a point where your intuition can make you paranoid. That's not the goal of situational awareness. That's not the goal of paying attention. The goal of paying attention is establishing a good baseline, making sense of your world so you're not paranoid and you're not in denial. There's an extreme to both sides.
So baseline, or paying attention to create a baseline, means you have to pay attention a lot, right?
Yeah.
You can't decide, well, I think I'm going someplace today that's a little unusual, so now today I'm going to pay attention, because you're not establishing anything, right? You need to know a baseline, right? You have to pay attention all the time. That doesn't mean that you're super paranoid and asking all these questions, and anytime somebody comes close to you, you're running away or anything like that. It's just you're paying attention, trying to decide what normal is for this area that you're in.
Absolutely. And I established that right from the moment that I got out of the truck. There was another, we pulled in this parking lot, and there was a lot of rundown vehicles, and the rental car that we had, it was a Lincoln Navigator. So that's also making us a target, because we are driving a nicer vehicle, and we're essentially in the middle of an area that's not so nice. So it might be a targeted item for resource predators that want to steal wheels or cars or whatever. So, and we had all of our stuff in the back. So we were traveling to the airport. I don't have a lot of things. So when I go out of town, I basically pack up my life. So my whole life was the back seat of that car. And there's just things to pay attention to make sure that you can avoid situations rather than deny them or get super paranoid about things, so on and so forth. So your intuition is important. So make sure that you learn about it, you trust it, and set a good baseline. If
I made it.
good.
Back.
Hey, Will. You were just a blur across the screen. So.
All right, I don't know where you're at, but I love so much interaction. I want to go back. I saw so many people I wanted to say hi to, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Let's see. Oh, dang it. This is going to be... I don't want to say hi to
Hi,
work,
Tammy.
man.
Hi, Rhino. Workman.
Yeah, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Like, get the hell out of here.
Ritz, Max.
Jeff Alley, good morning. Ritz, good morning. Max, good morning. Mr. Miller, good morning. I'm actually going to reach out to you today, Mr. Miller. I'm going to try to see if he can't get me some barrels. Risk assessment, and it's from Rob. Risk assessment and mitigation are excellent skills to practice. Threat assessment and developing a course of action, too. Glad you had sharp situational awareness. Look at you go. Got all the big words out of Morton. Wonder how many times he had to, spell check something or, oh, it's not the right word. He had to look it up in a thesaurus.
It's okay. It doesn't give you the little red squiggly lines, so.
Let's see. Need my first aid kit. Trimming my turkey. Uh-oh.
Wait, what month is it? I don't even know, but
it's
not.
turkey.
It's
turkey,
November.
It's turkey season.
Oh, that's true.
Yes. Andy, you're supposed to gut the turkey, not yourself. Sorry. So, I tell my daughter all the time, I will die a happy man if you just remember to pay attention. Yes, especially for kids. Gosh dang it, man. My kids are just as bad as probably a lot of other kids. They're so here and...
My 13-year-old is fantastic. He is...
Really?
He pays attention so
My
well.
kids do not.
Even more than me. Sometimes. We went to the park one time, and we were at the playground, and there was this guy... I'm so proud of him for picking him out too, because I totally didn't see him. And there was this guy walking around in the playground. He was not with any family. He was not you could tell he wasn't watching anyone specifically, like he was there with his kids or anything. And he had his hands behind his back, just walking around. And we judge people all the time. We're supposed to. That's part of our human nature in order to survive. But he didn't look like he should be there based off of his hygiene, his clothes. He was not engaged with any family members or anything. He just had his hands behind his back, walking around aimlessly around a playground. Nope. So, and my son pointed him out to me. He's like, that guy's weirding me out. I don't remember what he said. And I looked over at him and I was like, let's keep an eye on him.
That's what you should do. That's what you should do. I like it.
Yeah, for sure. He's good. Sometimes there's a point where you can get so hyper focused on paying attention though that you totally miss the light pole and you walk right into it. So you gotta be careful.
I don't know why, but I just literally visualized you walking into a light pole
It's probably because you've seen me do it before.
It'd be pretty funny. We got a few minutes before we got to get... Are you all ready to go or not?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. What else you got? Anything else?
No.
Oh, man. There was something we were going to talk about before you went on
My
vacation.
Tangent?
What?
Oh, we were going to talk about defensive property before I went on vacation, but you covered it on one of your...
I did kind of talk about it.
So,
one day.
It's okay. You stole it.
I did. That's what I do, man.
It's okay.
All right, so we've solved a couple problems today. One, we now know why Glocks can't shoot straight. So if you missed that part at the beginning, you got to go back and watch it when we end the video. You got to go back and watch the beginning because we were informed, not we specifically, but through a proxy, we were informed that Glocks don't shoot straight because of a engineering screw-up. So make sure you go back and rewatch the beginning of the video because we will solve all the problems.
Dang it, Gaston.
And we saw...
Should have fixed it before you passed it on
Staccato
Legacy.
even made it worse.
Oh, that's true.
Staccato even made it worse. So, yes.
I think I had a dream last night that I bought a Staccato. I'm having deja vu right now. Why?
Well, let's do it.
Why would I buy a Staccato?
Because they're kind of cool.
I appreciate them, but I cannot shoot them. my hands are too small. They're just way too big.
I tell you what, you buy one and then just send me loose with a Dremel and some files and stuff. I'll just start hacking away at it. We'll like put finger grooves and stuff.
I'll make
like
sure
that
I get
in
the
it.
most expensive one to make sure that I have the most material.
Yeah, because then
Yeah.
it'll be the bestest after I get done hacking it up.
100% high quality.
Don't
Don't even say it out loud.
Great. Got to get to work. All right, us too. We got to go do work and stuff. All right. Do you have anything else?
Come punch Phil in the face.
Come
on
punch
Friday.
Phil in the face on Friday. You can. I need somebody, except for Kelsey. If Kelsey's watching, Kelsey doesn't get to punch me in the face. She probably won't punch me in the face. She'd probably kick me in the face.
Oh, that
And
she'll
if
break
she
your
would,
jaw.
She would mess me up.
Take you out. Not to dinner.
She would mess me up. God, it'd be funny though, just to be like standing there in front of this group of ladies, and Kelsey just lays me out.
You'd be out.
Yeah, I know. And she's like this tall, but she scares me.
Tiny but mighty.
Yes. Dang it! I had something else I was going to say, and now I don't remember.
Good job.
We got Gracie Friday. We got all sorts of classes. What do you got? Intermediate pistols today. Vinny's getting ready to start carbine 1. CCW tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Still got some seats open in that. We also have something else. Oh, that's private security. You're teaching tomorrow. Friday. I don't know. You guys were each teaching something, I think? Or maybe you're
I
not.
think I just have lessons, but
Yeah,
I think
maybe
Vinny's
teaching
class.
something.
Oh, there's defensive
Yeah,
one.
defensive handgun 1. That one might be sold out, or it might be one spot left in it. I'm not sure. Saturday, we've got all sorts of stuff going on, basic handgun and CCW, and I don't know. We got it all happening. So if you,
happening.
It is happening. We have defensive 2, I think, on Saturday also. That one does have one seat left. I don't know. We got, man, if you want to come learn how to shoot a gun, get signed up for private lessons, come take a class, come have some fun with us. It's a great time. So 14803 Manchester Road, 10 to 8, Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 10 to 6. If you need something, come hang out.
You say that so fast.
Because I've said it 82.3 bazillion times. A lot of classes, all the classes.
You remember-
What do you want, Vincent?
The internet can have a quote for the day they can
Oh,
ponder.
no. Okay.
That what gets measured gets worked on.
Thanks, Vinny. Thanks, Vinny. Just let it go. Good job, Vinny.
Here's your quote.
God dang it. I can't. Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, Vinny.
Yeah.
I know your intention.
Yep. And that's all that matters. It's a stolen quote, by the way.
I
We
also
know.
know right where my brain went and right where you know my brain was going to go. And you,
Don't even think that was the first time you thought of that.
That was the first time I thought about it.
He was legit trying to make
he was
a
trying to
good
be
quote.
philosophical.
You guys are worse than me.
And he just got a little dirty.
No, you got dirty.
Freaking Vinny. Everything's going great. And Vinny just...
Pops in with
Just-
his quote.
I quit. We got to go because I think we both just got fired. All right.
Wait, there was something I was going to say, and I forgot. Dang it. It was a good one.
I don't.
gone.
It's apparently it wasn't very good. Yes, Adam. Lots of classes. Doesn't it? That messed me up so bad the other day. Adam. Add the man, my man. Add the man, my man. But it's Adam.
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 Man.
Yeah. So, Vinny's point was that you need to work on skills and know what levels you're on, and so that you can then try to exceed those levels.
Put yourself on a timer.
Yes.
And then try to beat it.
Yeah.
That's
So,
what he meant.
that's what he meant, but that's not where my brain went.
What do you, Charles?
What?
He went like this as he walked by. So he was trying to hush us
Well,
or something,
then-
so I feel like he needs the spotlight.
Charles is now on the video. Say hi, Charles.
Charles, what are our specials this month?
For the more special,
Yeah.
you get 10% off a new gun if you have traded.
Charles, you gotta talk louder. We can't hear you over here. He's not happy with me. since you couldn't hear him, since he was talking so quietly,
Meekly.
meekly,
Is that a word?
yes,
Okay.
it is now. You get, for members, if you are trading in a firearm, you get an extra 5% off your already 5%, so you get 10% off of a new firearm, which is kind of cool. So, all right, one more time. 14803 Manchester Road in beautiful Baldwin, Missouri. 10 to 8, Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 10 to 6. Come on, hang out with us. You guys stay safe, be nice to one another, and we'll catch you soon. Later.
Awkward pause.
$2.